Right, so what I intend to do is I'm going to make some ATC cards with some of it. I'm going to make another small, probably journal with some of it as well. So I need to cut it for the ATC cards and for the journal part. I need to leave at least around half of it for the journal. Now I need to see which part I really want as ATCs and which part I want as... See, I like this bit because it's all sparkly, but then again, there's a lot of golds on this side, which I love. I'm torn. I'm torn. I think the golds would be nice in the ATCs, so we're going to do it that way. Obviously, when you go to cut into this material, you're going to have an edge which you're going to have to sew down again. So remember that. Now, I have found, because I watched Janet video the other day, she was doing some ATCs and I thought, I haven't made none of them for a long, long time. These are so lovely though, because when you look at it, it's never the same when you look at it. Do you know what I mean? It's always an interest on the eye. And if I take it down a bit, you'll see that it's just so different, you know? You never look at it the same way twice. But I do love it because of all the colours in it. So we'll go and find some material to put on the back. I'm going to go and have a look, see what I prefer on the backing. Then sew that on, then I'll come back and show you that. Right, I'm back and I've put a lovely dark green backing on there. It doesn't need any interfacing or anything in it. It's so sort of padded in itself. It's quite it's become sort of thick, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to cut this fabric now. Yeah, it's going to be quite... So I know exactly where to cut now. And no, and just up there. Right, that's it. Fabric is very hard to cut through. And I've got a titanium blade in there, you know, it's not a standard rotary blade. It's really a good, effective one. So this part is going to be left for whatever, journal cover or whatever. But we're going to do these. Now, I've got 2 pieces of fabric now. Right, guys, I tried running them through the die cutting machine. Because the material's so heavy on the top, it won't cut through. So I've got this one, which was lucky enough left in the packet, which is a ATC. It's a whole card. So I've just been, what I'm doing now is I'm putting them on with a large pin, and then I'm cutting them out. I'm just cutting them around. And there's a bit more to cut off. And of course they've got to be sewn around again because now the back panel's off. Oh, I've just lost a pin because the things come off of it. Okay, so you end up with these. They are very thick though. I always end up doing projects that get harder and harder and harder for some reason. But I've got 3 made to my side at the moment. I'm going to do the 4th one on it and then cut them other ones out. Actually, I can use the clips again. They do come in handy sometimes. I don't like this bit that's flipped up a bit. Right, okay, so we've got all this waste we can use again for the next Christmas project, but this time I'm putting it in a separate bag so I don't have to bring out all that fabric again and separate it all. I'll just know that I've got a bag of Christmas materials, you know, fabrics, scrappy bits, and that I don't have to shift all through it. Right, let me just get that bit off the side. So we've got all these now made up. Like this. And then we've got the perfect 8 that I wanted. So, what I want to do with these, I want to get something on the fronts of them. So I may look for some felt or some Christmas type of material, and I may cut out a shape. I'm not sure what type of shape, Christmas shape it'll be. I'm going to go through my dies and have a look, because I think I want something like holly, or, you know, something like that that'll stick out to go on the top of them, but plain. Okay guys, excuse a bit of messy space here, but I have made some ATCs up. I have backed them and I put some bits on the front. I'll explain that in the next part of this video. At the moment, I'm making some of these little bags to put the ATCs in. So I've got some popper studs out. Now this stuff here, I've got 2 lots of this stuff. Betsy Doodle gave me this a couple of years ago. It's, I believe it's something to do with like curtain blinds fabric. It was just long strips of it. I've sewn around in some variegated cotton, and I've just poked some holes, and I'm going to put some popper studs in so they will close. These are very fiddly though, these, when you do these popper studs. They either work well or they don't work well. The last 2 I've had to faff about with a bit to get them to work. Sometimes they don't often work right at the beginning, and like, because this pocket's tight, it's harder to get the stud through. I've got the hole, there it is there. So get them lined up, and then we want that's the bottom one. Just want to press them into place like that, and then we've got this tool here which has got the base part, and then it's got a little bit for the prongs in each. There's a bit that sticks up, so we just, yeah, that will do it. So we have to squeeze tight down and try and get that prong direct centre. Squeeze it down, and then they don't give you a lot of room to go under in the fabric with this part, you see, here. If it went back further, you'd be able to do a lot more. And it is squeaky as well. And I need to get that prong into that bit, which it doesn't want to do. I believe it's there, or around there. Yeah, it's in now. Right, and then I'll just squeeze that down like that. Now, it probably won't shut the first time. I always have troubles with these. It wants to. It's nearly there. I'm going to have to squeeze it again. They can be annoying sometimes, these things. Give it a good firm one. So after a couple of, yeah, it's doing it now. I've got green ones out, green or the red, but I've chose to use the red ones. So that's one in. I've got another one I've got to do. So I'm on my last one here. So what you got to do is line it where you want it, and then you make a hole. So my hole's going to go there, but because I can't see on this fabric, I'm just going to mark it off a little bit, like that, so I know my hole's there. Push it right through to make that hole. Line it up again onto that fabric. You probably won't see this, and then see where the hole is underneath. So I want it just there. Push that through, but not so it goes right into the back. Right, so I've got the holes in place now. So we'll do red again because red is nice. These are Christmas ATC, fabric ATC, so, you know. So we want 2 of the upright ones, 1 of them ones, and 1 of the, hang on, I think I've got one here. No, they're 2 the same. Get another one out. There. See how they're different? Right, so we want to put our bits in again. Oh, it's running away. Our bits in again, like that. And this one, which is just above that line somewhere. It was near it then. There we go. Right, stick that in, move that out the way. Right, oh, that one's come out. Okay, I'll just stick that back in. It's because they're not secure. That's better. Right, and then we need to put our bits on. Again, just on the tops like that, and then we have to squeeze them down. See how them pieces are sticking up in the centres? You have to line it up, try and get it into the thing so it doesn't move, and then push them down. Let's see if it does it. Not at the moment. That could be the reason why, because it's sticking up a bit there. Yeah, I think that's caught it that time. They can be annoying though, because sometimes I want to... No, it's this bottom one, I think. Let's give that a good hold. There we go. Lovely. So I've got 4 of them made up, 2 of the green and 2 of the white. I really wanted to put some Christmas ribbons around them, but I didn't know where to pull it, because by the time I'd sewed this bit, I was thinking, should I just put some ribbon there? And then I thought, well, no, I'll just leave them like that, and if I want to put on a bow or something on the outside, I can do that. So them are done, and I will show you when I've finished everything anyway. So I've got to put all the popper studs back and the toes. I've actually got 2 sets of them because I lost one set and then couldn't remember where I'd pullets and I'd put it in the back of my cupboard in storage. Couldn't find it for about a month. Went out and bought a brand new set of them and found it the next day. Oh no. Now I've got 2 million of them popper studs. They last me a lifetime into the next life and beyond that. So yeah, it's funny. I've finished, guys. So what I've done is I've done a little bit of sewing on some of these. So they're just like this on the back. Going to be giving these out. So I've done 4 sets. So I'm going to put 2 cards in each. These 4 snap pocket things I've done, pouches. So I've just sewed on a bow on the front. Just hand sewed them on. I mean, you can see my stitches underneath, but it doesn't matter when they're closed up. You can't see them. But they're all nice. So I'll put 2 in each of them. I've done 2 of the larger ones, like that. And bring the light in a bit better. See, like with the Christmas tree there, which is one of my favourites, I've done a lot of little stitches in it. And it's sparkling in some areas. I love that. I think it's really nice. And, like, look. It goes so nice with the background, I think. And this little Christmas tree, I've done some little stitches in it. I'm no great at really stitching that well. I've tried to do my best. I put a little bit of hand stitching just around that in some gold. And, you know, just to top it off a bit on the bobbles here, I've put a little bit. And this bit up here. So, yeah, they're done. Thank you for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.